All right. Good afternoon. Welcome. We're in the second half of one of the remaining final weeks of Retrance Invitational for Ladder. The competition doesn't get any easier. We're looking at Telethar versus Magno. This is Magno's, as you can see on the scoreboard, his third and final race for this week. We're hoping, or he's hoping, certainly, that it's not his third and final race for the tournament, but he definitely has a pretty steep uphill battle in order to try and squeak out a win here versus Telethar, but should be a really good match. I'm Clear Mouse. Yo, Jem, how's it going?
Hello. I'm excited. I can't believe these guys managed to schedule at EU-friendly times.
I know. Imagine. Yes. Well, Telethar certainly has been probably one of the most accommodating West Coast players in this community that I have actually seen. He has a very friendly overlap time for EU members, starting at around 1 to 2 p.m. Eastern. And
no doubt about that.
Yeah, I will say, for what it's worth, Magno, I do see him actually pretty active sometimes, even in like EU, like rando time zone. Sometimes, like even when like evening, like American streamers kind of like to spend their time on like 7 8 p.m. So sometimes Magno can DJ a little bit, but as you mentioned, it's actually quite nice to be able to see this being like daylight-ish sun hours.
Not for the EU, but I get what
it's close enough. Yes, it's close enough. There's sunlight out here. There can be artificial sunlight. All right, whether or not you use a lamp, you use light mode in IntelliJ or any other code, IDEs. You can always get some light. Okay, like we are in actually. Yes, we are in Lost Woods already. Actually, I think they both started at Sank, right? I think that's what I ended up seeing. Yeah. This is pretty common, at least I think, certainly for Telethar. I'm gonna assume that Magno does something pretty similar. The Link's House start has been, I don't know if it used to be like more common, especially in like early cross keys, maybe even early Retrance, just because people like to houlihan a lot. And then I don't know, it kind of got maybe like out of favor a little bit. The meta changed. Now everyone wants to start to Sank, for better for worse. Like, and of course, Matt. Certainly in this tournament, he's like begrudgingly okay. Like, I don't want to start at Link's House. You guys, you can like houlihan. Yeah, you get the free money, and then of course, you go to like the useless ferry, and then you don't have a bomb. That's the well, and then you leave your mirror there because you don't have a bomb for 30 minutes, and it kind of makes me really sad. So. No, speaking of bombs, though, we've actually Magno's already made his way into Kakariko, and he's gonna talk to this dude, and we have Turtle Rock and Meyer. Okay, all right. Clearly, we already have like 4 ice straws that we have to go look for.
Awesome. Yeah, I think people just kind of realize that a lot of the time you just get a lot of money for free, and that makes the whole downside kind of worthless too. So.
Yeah, actually, that's yeah.
Yeah, just trying to find bombs and money in the wild. Probably just has become a thing that people like to do. And
yeah.
Well, you might still just find blindside before you find any bombs for what it's worth.
Well, you imagine finding bombs with the bat-like man at Hype Cave. And then, with only 1 bomb to go, and you just get 3 free bombs, to use for the bag. Just do that. It's pure skill. That's what I've learned from watching random races.
Simply find bombs.
Yes. Yeah, you're right though. Unfortunately, Magno doesn't seem to have that particular ability, at least. So we did actually get some pretty nice things in Blind Slut. We got a green potion. We got a big key to Hera. I mean, arguably nice or not, whatever. But at least got stuff. Telethar actually fairly, I would say, fortunate. Oh, you know what? Who's more fortunate right now? I think Magno with that mirror. Okay.
He doesn't need to death when he comes here.
Yeah, holy cow! That's actually a really nice find. Gonna be slightly Yeah,
for what it's worth, skipped the hard container for this exact scenario, right, where you need to death roll. He skipped the hard container in the Lost Woods. Which Magno picked up, but then Magno just finds the mirror, so clearly he's the smarter man.
Yeah, okay, so Zelga actually pointing out in chat, okay, this is a completely false equivalency, because I did not actually notice that Telethar found the boots in Hyrule Castle. Okay, alright, that is completely, yes, I know.
No, he doesn't. He just pre-marked them.
Oh,
no.
Oh, okay. I understand. Okay, you know what? That might be Telethar trying to will boots in existence. All right, we do want blue ones. Or I think that would be a very nice addition to starting. Boots. If we can't get the red ones, we can at least get the blue ones. It's like blue mail, right? Yeah, you don't want to start with blue mail. I mean, maybe you want to go directly to red mail, but that's kind of the similar idea. Maybe. The red ones are
like being able to dash just makes the game fun. Like not more fun, it makes it fun.
Yeah, did you see the running dude? He was running away from you. See, this is what we want to do always.
It's so much fun.
Yes. In fact, I would also, okay, well, I granted Telethar and Magno are good people. I do have personally the urge to just avoid everyone when I'm out in public. And those boots really do help. You don't have to have any social awkward interactions. Anyway.
When you're in public, do you behave like the running man? Is that what you're saying?
Yes. Just. Okay. Well, all right. So they both have the mirror. So I don't know if this is like an advantage then of Okay. Well, we've had a key shop already. That's actually nice. Yeah, but like, so I think Telethar, at least he didn't do North Kakariko. So he doesn't actually came about Blind's Hut yet. So I guess he doesn't make that decision about.
I think he picked it. He just didn't go in.
Oh yeah. He had no bombs, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't think anything. I guess unless they find Hera early, that Hera big key probably won't hurt him like too much. But I guess but there might be a little bit of mental damage from the night before. So Telethar raced wall kicks last night. When you believe it, so they started Sank, and Eastern Palace was at Sanctuary, the lumberjack house right next to it. He went in, and then like 2 minutes later, he found like the bow and Eastern Palace big key, and he found Hera without the big key because the big key was like in Link's house or something. And so like there was just like compounded so much, so much stress like in the first basically 10 minutes of the scene. So I don't know.
That's so sad.
Something similar.
I think the reason why Telethar skipped some stuff in the north too is because he wants to eventually come back to our castle and take the connectors. So he went around the south to do some stuff, and now he's looping back around to the north to finish on Blind's Hut and then taking connectors. He might decide to go through the desert connector instead because he can do desert right side while he's there. I think that's along the lines of his plan.
Yeah. And actually, I think Matt also kind of observed this earlier. So even like you have very experienced entrance runners, right? Despite actually having Kakariko be there's it's a 9x9 grid-ish basically, right? People have different ways of clearing out Kakariko. Like some people do like a row by row, some people do column by column, some people just do like the middle and then like come back for us and stuff later. Like it's actually kind of interesting to see what people like, what their approach is in order to be able to clear out the village.
Yeah, Telthar's method seems to be really efficient because like he just has a plan where he wants to end and just tries to make it the most efficient way to end up there. Of course, in the end, like he might just find other stuff that might change, what he wants to end up doing by the end of it. But I don't know. I think it's cool that he just like went for, formulated a plan and just went for the start.
Yeah. And actually, like some of these are all these with with entrance runners is actually really remarkable to see in this case how they think and route and how they end up finding basically all of the most efficient routes just by looking at their map and seeing like, oh, okay, these are the 3 connectors that you take to this one particular area, and then go to Dark World, save their portal, and then somehow do some things and then come straight back over. It's actually really remarkable to basically see like how the things. Like there are some like really good time gains on the map. Oh well, speaking of Eastern Palace, good thing we came back for it. Okay, let's be a little PRNG. yeah. So last night Telethar and Wallcakes found Eastern and Hera. And they had it cleared basically within 15 minutes. So we're just in this case now looking for a bow. We already found a shop. Money's a little stingy right now. So I don't think we can find a quiver quite yet. Like we can't afford it, but You know, it's
yeah, we
there.
did find the shop, but yeah, no money, and you kind of have to buy the bottle vendor because it could have real progression. Like it's kind of funny because on average, you know, the bottle vendor is worth less than buying a key for those 100 rupees. So you know, you could argue that you should never buy bottle vendor, but you know, the chance of having like those delicious foods or whatever are just
that's true. I know. If only we started with no. I mean, if we start with Boo Boos, I think you still have to buy bottle vendor, regardless of how you know how low or you know how. Oh, okay, that's a nice red rupee drop for Magno. Yeah, how low or like the odds are for having actually roll progression, because yeah, you know, in this case it's just going to be like a silly last location for you, and Rando does not have to make things convenient for you, right? Like, you know, even if the chances are not low, like you can go and, you know, maybe something is on Graveyard Ledge, you know, location, right? That, you know, that leads to Chicken Hut, which is one item versus, you know, you have all of GT open, right? Like, it doesn't care, you know, how convenient, you know, your time is or how valuable it is. You just, it's rando. You can't control how the items are placed.
Nope, rando doesn't make things convenient for you. In fact, it usually actively hates you. So you have to check everything.
I feel like you might be speaking from experience. I don't know, Jem. Did something happen recently? Just out of curiosity. Never.
Which of the 100 instances are you talking about?
Oh, okay. You're right. Oh, okay. Okay, by the way, so Magno actually decides to, so we both found a Dark World connector already, a fake pod from Desert Right, which is, you know, so Magno, bringing a little bit of divergence, Magno decides to go straight back in and go explore further out, like the rest of the desert entrances. Now, Telethar decided to go in. This bird, by the way, killed him his last race, so he might be a little... Magno, very interestingly, okay. Wait, was that the Long Fairy Cave? Is that vanilla?
Was that it was normal fairy cave, right?
Oh, okay.
Just the bonk fairy, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Found this down at 5.
Yeah, actually, it's pretty nice. Magno, Magno actually. So a lot of desert actually just. Oh, we're still so poor. Do you remember when we talked about Houlihan and like, we don't really need to do it because we'll just find, you know, bombs and cash, and maybe Telethar will find something here in Thieves Town.
Surely Thieves Town, right? Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Look, 20 rupees. There we go.
Yes, 20 rupees. Magno also got a lucky, or not, I mean lucky, I mean he got a fortunate, like, 20 rupee drop from one of the enemies in Desert. I didn't see if it was a stun prize enemy or if it was just like a regular Oh. Plus 300.
Oh, that was
help.
Yeah, no, I think the rupee price pack is just, or like the Divas are in the rupee price pack. That's why.
Oh, okay.
You just killed them.
Okay.
Magno going off his way to buy arrows here, which, I mean, it makes sense. If he finds the bow at some point, and he's like in Eastern, he already has decent big key, he can clear it.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, well, that's a very convenient Link's House item. We have 100 rupees. Okay, so Telthar's gonna be able to afford. Oh, I hate making these types of decisions, right? Why can't we just have, you know, all money, more money? He can go buy a key. He can go buy a quiver, which I think you're right, though. Like, even just looking at Magno, he can also gamble. For some reason, he's choosing not to.
I don't know.
Even like have a save and quit from Link's House, right? You just gamble. If it doesn't work out, just reset. You know, it's so easy.
The issue is that it's a bad gamble game. It just,
true. I guess like the lower. Yeah, it's the lower tier one. It's true.
I'm sure if it was the good gamble game, you would have gambled.
Right, yes. Oh, okay. Magno.
Oh, where was that?
You still can't. This was at This was at Light World Laser Bridge entrance. So I guess the Spark Cave entrance. Magno took a connector, got Dark World mirrored, and then found GT. No, we can't really do anything here though, I guess.
Yeah, Hyrule Castle. Yeah, okay, I understand. Interesting.
Yeah. There was money. Are we? Wow. Okay, we're not even stopping for money. Okay. Well,
we'll find his money. That's what he's thinking.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, we already have eyes on 1-300. We'll go find. You know, there are like 4 or 5 more out there for us. We're also getting all these heart containers, which, you know, okay, we have an early mirror, so it's not going to be the end of the world, you know, for us, because, you know, he doesn't have to, you know, we don't have Death Warp anymore. Now that being said, though, like if we want to try and bunny revive in dungeons, it's still going to be a little bit more of a pain. especially if we have blue mail as well. So, but you know, we'll just go find the pearl. It's fine.
Yeah, simply find the pearl.
Yeah, see, it's easy.
Clearly the smartest move. Right here on floating island.
Close. Magno's even picking.
I like that he picked this.
I know it's like such hesitation. It's like, is this actually worth my time to spend 4 seconds to walk over there, pick up the thing, go back my portal? Sadly, it is. Oh, we have Saha.
Oh,
okay. No,
okay.
I guess we're not talking to Saha. That's fine.
Yeah, interesting. We don't talk. I mean, I guess it makes sense that you can't open up the back, unfortunately, but at least talk.
Yeah. I mean, it's all fine. I'm sure we'll be back there soon. Either.
Wait.
Well, actually.
You also did do a Light World Death Mountain top, right?
Yes, you are correct. We haven't. Oh, I guess Magno jumped out.
Yeah, but
yeah,
that wasn't Dark World.
Right. Yeah.
I'm sure we'll be back.
Yeah. By the way, okay, so we found Hera.
Actually, he is going back right now, I think.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah. All right. So we found Hera on Telethar's side, and the good news is that we're gonna be able to beat the dungeon. You know, we'll hope it's a crystal. Might be a pendant because it's this early. The other part of the good news about being in Hera early is that we have no fire source, so we can't possibly be tempted to do Hera basement.
That is the real win.
I learned that from Medi Casual boot seats.
Very good. We also found backup squads on Magno's side. That was the top entrance on Lightworld Douglas Mountain, East of Mountain.
Okay.
But similarly, we can't make bad decisions and try to beat Morph on this because we don't have a fire source.
Yeah. Well, okay. Blue mail, 6 hearts. I think safety-wise, you're probably okay. Fine. Yeah, but I mean, kind of looking at the the damage output though, fighter sword, no hammer. I don't know. It's I think it's like, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. It looks survivable. It's just. It just looks very slow, and right now, especially on Magno's side, maybe you're willing to put that off, for a bit. And right now, we don't even know if Skull is a pendant, or crystal. We may not even have to do this, right? It's gonna be literally just for one item.
Yeah, especially, and at some point, you probably have to come back for the hookshot cave entrance anyway. And surely at that point, you have way better equipment to actually kill him off with and save time. So.
Okay, all right. Okay. Well, the better news is that at least it's green pendant, and we did find Saha on Magno's side that we saw earlier when we ended up taking the Dark World connector, Dark World floating island connector. So I think I assume when eventually Telethar will stumble upon that, he will go talk to Saha and get an item.
Yeah, maybe that will motivate him to talk to Saha, unlike Magno.
Yeah. Look, I can never. Okay, I will always support. Or understand if you don't want to talk to people. It seems like people in NPCs especially don't seem to know when to stop talking, honestly. So if you want to save some time, I have not seen anyone mirror that close to the edge before in order to go pick up that item.
He just wanted to stay away from that pink blob that, as you mentioned, just doesn't know when to stop talking.
Yeah. I mean, but to be fair though, that pink blob, I think he really only is pretty aggressive if you spook him, So don't try and get close to him. Otherwise, he's just gonna, talk your ear off. Oh my gosh, this long man.
Stay away. Yeah.
Yeah. Poor. Oh, we found the dam though. Yeah, okay, so this is actually pretty, I mean, it's always pretty cool to be able to find the old man rescue connector. We don't have a lamp, obviously, so we didn't, this portion of the world, of Dark World, isn't really in logic. We don't have a hook shot to hook over from the east side. We don't have a lamp to actually get through here. We don't have a flute in order to get up here either, so, let's see.
I think it's in logic, right?
Is it
we
logic?
Just walk across.
Where did we come?
From Floating Island, and then you walk across the top and mirror.
We have a mirror, right? Okay. Just a rescue, I guess, rescuing the old man probably isn't.
Yeah, that one isn't.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Right. We have the mirror. We have an early mirror. One of the best playable items. I said one, not the only, but yes, one of the one of the items.
It's the second tier of playableness.
Yes. Okay, looks like we're not quite as desperate to go pick up that 20 rupee, you know, in Spec Rock Cave, which is very understandable. On Magno's side, it is quite the journey in order to go get there.
Yeah. So Telethar found his way to Death Mountain the same way Magno did, but he's electing to exit through the left door of Hyrule Castle first. Oh my gosh!
Okay. All right. Okay. Telethar has the superior route. Okay, because we are completely results oriented. Okay, he was the one who was fortunate enough to go find the boots first. Retrance is also one of those modes that, of course, when you start with the sword, you know, the boots are even more valuable. I am. What's happening with Magno? Is okay.
Okay, he had his mouse on this, taking us. I mean, something weird happened, I guess.
Yeah, okay. It looks okay now. But we'll just keep egging our way, you know, across Dark World is fine. Yeah, but Telethar, I mean, with the early boots is going to be, you know, quite nice. Now that being said, though, like boots, you know, are not going to be like the end all break all, you know, of winning or losing a race. It does give you, you know, incremental time gain, quite a lot, especially if the gap is going to be pretty significant between the two runners. However, though, you know, noted is that, you know, Telethar was actually like 20 or 25 minutes late to the boots against his race against Wall Kicks last night, and you know, Telethar still, you know, won. So.
He does have more fun. It's way better for the
Yes, that is true. That's true. I mean, you can't deny the fun factor. You can't deny the playableness factor. You know, like to be able to, you know, see boots at, you know, even on, you know, at least like one person's, you know, side. It just, you know, it makes me personally feel that much better. See them having fun, you know, playing the game.
Yeah, exactly. Fun is great.
Yes.
So interesting possible divergence happening right now. Telethar chose to take the other connector that's on the mountain, the Fairy Central Cave, which does not lead to Floating Island. So depending on where it spits him out, he might not make his way over to, West Death Mountain.
Yeah, that's actually a good point. And the fact that we're here as a bunny, well, yeah, as regular Link. I mean, okay, as Telethar is doing, like, he's mirroring, and he's at least able to check about half the entrances that we can here, right? But we don't have a glove, which already kind of eliminates two of them. We don't have a bomb, so we can't really do anything in Dark World either. And so it's not like, I mean, you can't really control where you're getting spit out of, right? So sometimes, you know, but it is going to be, maybe location's going to be kind of, you know, like a hole, right? That Telethar maybe wants to come back and patch out sooner rather than later.
Yeah. Once Magno takes that connector maybe to Dark Shopping Mall, he might have the pearl, he might have the glove, and just be able to do everything at once. Yeah, meanwhile, Telethar, he's going to, do his boot checks, and then probably, I don't know. He might get funneled back to that connector sooner than later if he doesn't find anything significant. Because this other... Oh, maybe he has this. No. This could have gotten him too.
I was going to say, like, this is actually kind of funny because after everything's said and done, right, Magno and Telethar somehow have ended up in the exact same location, which is Hyrule Castle Main. One person, I think, got here, well, I guess more honestly, like in that it was Telethar, but Magno still got here via bomb jump. And... I mean, like, yeah, you're kind of not supposed to, you know, like, be here, but, well, sorry, you're not supposed to come here the way that Magno did, but it's obviously still very much like in logic because you could just literally walk into the front. We are seeing quite a bit difference, though, here between Telethar using the boots and not.
And he's already saving, like, I don't know, like 8 seconds just walking here.
Yeah, and just to answer your question, Jet. Yeah, so like, Telethar ended up getting the boots via mirror connector, and I think will Magno get there sooner? I don't know. I certainly hope he does.
He might still be interested in checking the last connector from there, and we don't really have good connectors outside of the mountain right now. So he might get funneled there sooner or later. Oh, and Telethar is actually hovering it. Nice
job. I'm sure the 20 rupees was like the most enticing part. You know, it's like I really, really need money, despite getting like 350 in the well.
So this gets into West Death Mountain. It doesn't get Saha, which was in Dark Mountain. So we're not gonna see if that leads to anything significant. Because the green pen is in logic, turning it into Saha, despite not having the pearl, is also in logic. So the pearl could be on Saha.
Yeah, that's right. Despite Link never being able to say a word to anybody, we apparently still can't talk to NPCs. Unfortunately, Magno finds Meyer, which is certainly really good because we know from talking to the bomb shop dude, it's a 5/6 crystal, so we have to go in. However, Magno is missing either the boots or hookshot getting into Meyer, so I'm not really even sure if Telethar wants to go in if he finds it.
Yeah, no fire source.
Yeah.
We only get 4 checks. It's kind of awkward.
Yeah, I mean, so right,
for Magno,
yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead. No, okay. For Magno, it's certainly kind of a good thing that he can't go in because like anything he can do before the boots is kind of bad.
Yeah, that's actually true.
So finding things he can't do without boots is a good thing.
Yeah, I mean, so far, obviously, like Telethar just being able to, dash and run around and just, incremental time saves, over someone, who in this case who doesn't have the boots. Except that. No, yes, as I was saying, the boots haven't led to anything necessarily, like logically. I mean, as in like there wasn't anything in the torch. I think that we cared about. He checked like world bunk rocks. That also wasn't anything. We did find one of our ice rods. We found the ice rod. We have like 10 more to go that are ice rod like, but yes, that's a nice find. And that mini Moldrum location, I think, isn't necessarily the most commonly checked one. It's just very awkward to get to, especially without the flute. No, Magno, I guess, is not going to be necessarily in a much better position than Telethar. Checking Ice Rock Cave without a glove, but I mean, it is what it is. He is, running out of stuff to do after this, I think, so he's kind of already, on the, like, he's just going to finish up his route here.
Yeah, he's going to do his Nightwood entrances, and then before he's going to dive more connectors, I think. Okay, Telethar jumping down from here is going to have a much shorter Old Man Walk.
Yeah. Yeah, it was actually just like a little awkward. I mean, but these are kind of the things that maybe I think are considered to be a little underrated. Even like minor things such as even turning in the Old Man, right? Not even like boots difference or whatever. It's just like the normal positioning. You're gonna give up a little bit of time, here and there, and sometimes when we go on, big key hunts or whatever, sometimes that time can end up not mattering, but sometimes it actually can, depending on if it's maybe it's a more linear scene, maybe if you end up finding something faster than your opponent does, and now you're in an actual race where seconds matter. So you want to basically try to Telethar holy first.
Okay. That thing Glove wanted to talk.
Yes. He must have had his finger on like the mirror button, just like ready to trigger,
So Telthar's gonna find Chicken Hut here, not gonna be able to do anything. Then gonna take the last entrance, which also isn't anything, and then he's probably gonna mirror and go through his back rock again and fall down.
Okay.
And then he's gonna get spat out at actually Potion Shop. And then he's gonna get spat out at Desert like Magno did.
Actually, okay, so as a bunny or super bunny, like you can't actually use your inventory, is that right? Like you can open chests if they're there, but you can't actually like switch over to bombs and like throw them, right?
No, yeah. If you're a super bunny, you can slash your sword and you can open chests, basically. That's all.
Okay.
You can also hover.
You can hover as a bunny? Oh, that's right. I think you're right. I think you're right about that. And you could use sword beams, right, if you have them? I think that's also so sometimes if you stumble into like mini Moldrum Cave and you have a master sword and you have full health, and that is actually something that I think you can also have, I mean, out of logic access to, but that's still pretty cool.
Okay. Yeah, sword beams are important there because as a bunny, if you walk close to a pit, you lose super bunny. So you have to stay away from the pit and use your sword beams. Otherwise you could just like walk around and slash the mini Moldrums normally, right? But the pit deletes your super bunny. And it also makes hovering funny because you have to like start hovering really early. because like the pit deletes your super bunny, right? But if you hover, it doesn't. So you have to hover before you touch the pit.
Okay, so, right. So you have to start hovering like while you're on the ground, and then like, but I guess like hover over the pit without actually touching the pit. Is that something like this?
Yeah, basically like that. It's pretty awkward. But it's something you can do if you're, really good at hovering.
I mean, well, we certainly saw Telethar be able to hover over Spec Rock Cave. That was actually pretty nice. I don't actually know if Magno does any type of boots tech though. It's been a while. I also don't think he bounce. He might bounce. I guess we'll see in this case if it actually comes to. Okay.
I've seen him do it.
Okay. Well, we're gonna have to. He needs to get those boots first, and I'm really, pulling for him to go get those boots. Well, we're gonna clear. Do you think Magno's gonna clear out Thieves Town? He has the big key.
Oh yeah.
He has no hammer though. And he knows
he's gonna skip the big chest, but.
Okay, surely.
I just think he doesn't
have anything right.
Nope, surely not. I just think he doesn't really have anything left. Like he just has a few connectors he can take, but Thieves Town just seems like it probably has the pearl for him at this point. I think. For what it's worth, also maybe for Telethar. Because he also doesn't really have much left aside from bunny walking.
We don't even have that much option to bunny walk though, do we? Because we
got set out at.
Oh, so we have, okay. Like, yeah. You're right. I forgot about upper ledge because I just remembered the boots, and then my memory stopped because that was the most important part of that entire endeavor.
That's fair. I mean, those are pretty significant.
Well, okay, so maybe in this case, if Magno ends up finding something here in the back of Thieves Town, let's say our pearl, and then he takes Hyrule Castle, the last Hyrule Castle connector, go get his boots, he can just jump straight down into the Dark World, and then he doesn't have to do any bunny walking. He can just literally dash. Okay, I am a fan of that.
Yeah, the good thing is we haven't found other connectors in the Dark World. That's like the main Dark Overworld. So. If Magno finds the pearl here, he still has to look for connectors and will probably find Bumper Ledge, looking for a way to access the Dark World.
Yeah, I guess that's a good point too. Because we can't, we can get the Bumper Ledge, which is basically all of like North Dark World, and I guess we can bunny walk all the way down to the southish. Yeah, but it's not great. No.
And there's only a few things you can actually do as a bunny in Logic.
Right.
Saha, which Telethar is gonna do here in a second. Well.
Okay.
Oh, he has the boots though. He can super bunny this.
Oh, dude. He can super bunny. Wait, so then.
Yeah, super bunnying Saha is funny though because like you first have to bonk the door open. But if you bonk, you lose super bunny, so you have to super bunny again.
Oh my god, this is amazing. All right, well this is like super. Oh geez.
Oh wow.
There is the fire rod, which is holy cow. That's actually a really really good find for Telethar.
Yep, fire rod and the ice picky. It's like a ice color starter pack.
Yeah, that's actually true. I'm not sure if. Well, okay, we don't have a glove. We don't have a hammer. But we can beat. We can beat Skull Woods. Okay.
All right. We already know of 2 pins, so surely this is not dependent to.
Where is our pearl? Do you think that's gonna be like the thing that ties everything together? Like what's our next major piece of like actual logic that gets us into like the next piece of like real progression as opposed to like out of logic progression? Is it the pearl? Is it?
Pearl seems like a pretty big contender because we have checked like almost all the entrances, or maybe even all of them at this point, and. We don't really have access to much more. Do we even have connectors we can do right now? I don't think so. Is the pearl just on blind?
I mean, so this is in logic, right? This is everything in the back of Blind's hut is in logic. I guess except for the big chest because we don't have the hammer.
Yep. But since you always have the small key, since it's retro,
right.
He puts everything in logic in the back. Yeah, this is gonna be interesting where they go.
Yeah, for
Might
sure.
Be
I do.
Walking.
Yeah. I appreciate the dueling boss fights. I'm thinking that one is maybe more scripted than the other. However, Telthar's doing quite a good job trying to control him off. Nice job with the fire sword. With the fighter sword. There we go. Okay. Yes. Okay. All right. Okay. The good news is the skull was a crystal, so this is required. Where is our pearl?
Yeah. So we still have race game left and K45 with bunny walking.
We have a mirror. That's true. That's true. We do have a mirror. Yeah, we can make it. We can go get out of the last Hyrule Castle connector, which leads us to Bumper Ledge. Which Magno, I'm really again hoping that he goes to sooner rather than later. It hasn't really been like.
Yeah.
When did Telethar get his boost? Like 20 minutes, maybe. You know, it's not like the end of the world, right? Granted, like Magno did do like all the back of Thief Town without boost, which is a little unfortunate, but it's not going to be make or break, I don't think. But yes, we really want Magno to be able to get those boots.
Probably both doing this connector right now. So what we also have, we found Desert Ride led to the fake pod entrance, the hint entrance there. So from there we can go to the pyramid, which the item is in logic, and we can mirror on top of it to get 2 entrances there.
Mm-hmm. Or 3 if you're if you're copium enough. We can get a sword on the way. We can get a cape on the way.
Surely. But yeah, I suspect Telethar is running to Hyrule Castle now. Oh, he hasn't done the Bonk Rocks.
Yeah,
okay.
we haven't done Bonk Rocks for a bit. Alright, just like a fairy. Alright, Magno wants to try and are we all can we do this?
As a super fight?
We can't all do Magno, you're a genius! Oh my god! Oh dude, this is amazing. Oh, good job. You know what, Magno, you deserve to win this, okay? Just based on that move alone, alright? You have won the entirety of all of Hyrule's money. Hilarious. Oh. In fact, actually, I thought so. Actually, does this mean you can also do this with like chess game as well? If you're a super bunny,
yes.
Talk to the dude, and then you can open the chest. Oh, that's great. Oh.
Oh, right. We also have Folkshot Cave.
But did we find this earlier? Okay, I completely missed this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, one chest is in logic, right?
Yeah, one chest in logic, and the rest, I guess you can have it too.
All right. Well, we're gonna see in this case how confident Telethar is with his boots tech. This one is not that interesting, but the other ones could be. Magno's
actually like kind of funny if it was Glove and Tamer.
Oh my
gosh.
gosh.
All your eyes
Well, looks like Teleth's gonna try again. Well, okay. I have to imagine though okay. Let me preface this by saying that I don't think any random runner would readily admit to ever feeling good in a race because you're always last locationing everything. That being said, Telethar's routing so far has yet netted him some pretty good stuff, right? Certainly got the boots probably earlier, certainly as compared to Magno, right? You can also just choose the wrong connector or choose a different one, and then you can delay your boost for quite some time. He's super bunnied into Saha to sequence break out a fire rod, let him do basically moth immediately, and he has a crystal and he has a hair pendant underneath his belt. He's he has some good stuff, right? So maybe he's okay, feeling okay so far, doing taking some extra time doing hovering Folkshot Cave.
Did you see what Magno just found?
What did Magno just found? I see a shovel on his tracker. Is that what you're looking at?
He found it too, but I'm looking at the lamp.
Oh, he's at a lamp.
Yeah, he fake flippered first to Hobo and then to Lake Hylia Island and found Agna there, which had the lamp.
Nice. Okay, the shovel is actually odd. Okay. That's a very good big key.
Oh, and Telethar is okay. This is smart. This way can check 3 entrances on top of the castle. So he's doing Aghanim Tower, and Ganon is at Project, so he needs to do it eventually anyway. So he's getting the 2 checks in here, and then he's gonna just kill Aghanim, and then he's gonna be on top of the pyramid to mirror there and just 3 entrances. Because killing Aghanim removes the barrier too, so he doesn't actually need Master Sword or Cape.
Yeah, no, this is gonna be actually pretty genius. In fact, I've actually really wanted to see a seed, right, where you actually have to like whether it's like logical or not, but it may be like that would probably be like the coolest part. But if you're in this case gonna beat Aga Tower just to remove the barrier, so you can get into the entrance, like that's actually really cool to see.
Yeah, back when I was really new to entrance, I actually had a seed like that once, but I didn't realize, so I just like sequence broke right side GT with lamp, I think, and went around it. But then, like, I just was so confused how you were supposed to beat the seed.
Yeah, Magno.
I think you were saying it just now, right? Magno's doing the same thing. Yeah.
He can do this in the light because he found the lamp, which I guess will make things a little bit faster. But however, Telethar, like, he navigated dark rooms pretty well. Found the torch that probably made like the pits room. That kind of alleviated some of the difficulty. And unfortunately, we have no hookshot, so I don't think we're gonna get any Aga Hall of Fame pictures. I mean, I guess you could try and like shuffle your way to the edge of the corner, I guess.
Yeah, Magno has the advantage of not having boots, so he will actually go further before the cutscene starts because he's not charging his dash.
True. I was actually waiting to see what you would say after the words Magno doesn't have the boots, so therefore he will have the advantage of. And I was really wondering what possible words would come after that sentence from you. I was actually thinking also that Magno is showing some actually good knowledge. So he doesn't have the fire rod, right? That Telethar had, and I think actually with the ice rod, killing the blue guards was actually faster than the fire rod because it just insta kills them, right? As opposed to can have to wait for like the birding animation and stuff like that.
Yeah,
so that's actually pretty cool. Oh, no pun intended.
So this is probably not going to matter much, but Telethar is also gonna be out of magic after he's done here. Because he doesn't have the pearl, he doesn't actually get to refill.
Oh, it's true. Good point.
So if somehow they end up somewhere where they need to use magic, Telethar can't do that. Well, he can because he has a green and a blue potion, but
Yes.
I just wanted to sound smart,
No, but I think that's actually a good point, though.
Oh, my.
Yeah. Okay, so we could have actually gotten here bunny walking, right?
Yeah, we found the connector to the port hut.
Nice mirror location. Always really cool to see in this case, like where people have like kind of figured out where to mirror from Dark World to like World Without, mirroring basically in the middle of the castle somewhere, or mirroring somewhere close, and then you end up mirror bonking. I mean, every mirror bonk is actually really expensive, like much more costly than you might think it is. We just don't care about bombs. It's okay.
It's okay. We get 4 for free in here.
That's true. That's all we need. Telethar also has close to 1,000 rupees. He didn't even play the gamble game. Like, where did all this extra money come from?
I think he just added it to his account when we weren't looking, like illegally, probably.
Someone ended up wiring transfer him. Do you think he's a Nigerian prince that he just like never told us about?
Oh my. Maybe he has all the money, yeah.
Yeah.
Or maybe he is actually the only one that helped him, and it turned out it was real all along. Maybe we found the pearl.
Okay, so we did not have to kill Aga, right? Like this because we could have mirrored on the top. Taking the fake pod connector, bunny walked all the way to pyramid, mirrored, and then done mini molder.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. The Aga Tower entrance just had graveyard dash, which had like 20 rupees or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this is. I don't know how I feel about Magno finding the pearl before the boots.
Well,
so he still doesn't have West Dark World access yet, but he will be able to walk like all the way to the port area to Catfish. And if he's really unlucky, he might find a connector that leads to West Dark World.
Surely we will not invest our time walking all the way to Catfish, right? Before heading over to the last Harbor Castle connector. Yeah, I mean, okay, well,
surely.
What else can we do?
The good news, I guess, is that like it's on bumper edge, so you will see the boots are there, and at that point, he's going to start prioritizing connectors.
Right, but we kind of have to get over there first, right? As a bunny, in order to even take like eyes on Bumper, like that's what I'm afraid of, right? You guys, as you mentioned before, right? Like, he knows in this case, like we can get to Dark World via. Well, he came out of Hammerpegs. I guess that's one location, but we don't have myths in order to get out in Dark World. He does know about the Bumper Ledge connector, and the only one really that he knows is like either on Death Mountain or the fake pod entrance, right? And wherever this is, right here, because we're in Dark World, and yeah, it's gonna be like harder for him to be able, to go over there to East Dark World. Surely, we're not going to Catfish, right, Magno? We're not walking all the way over there. No.
Probably not.
I don't know where else he's going though. He's going south.
No, we're going to the pod area. Okay.
Okay. I mean, we can clean this part up as well, right? We have this entrance outside of pod. We have pod spot 5, which I think was a dungeon. Is that Telethar?
No, that was just the fairy cave. Light World 5.
Oh, right. Okay, right. Okay, right. That was Light World. Yeah. Right. Okay, so he can be. Oh, jeez. Okay, thank you, Blue Mail. No, that's kind of nice. I mean, in that we...
Nope, not really.
Yeah. Okay, it is...
We can do second half at least.
Yes. I mean, it's a little novelty, right, to come out of the GT entrance. You don't really get to see that often, and more often than not, I think for most entrances, you just don't know what GT, entry is, right, because you always have 7 crystals, and, the only way you kind of find out is if you come out of that, as a connector.
Yeah, at least we can make use of the fact that Aga is dead, so just saving it out of there and be straight in Dark World.
Yeah, and this is certainly not uncommon, for entrances to not have traditional Dark World access, until basically quite late. I mean, yeah, in this case, like we have Aga done as you mentioned, and the Dark World portal is actually pretty convenient, for what it's worth. Now that being said, though, like if it is, and we unfortunately or fortunately, because we have the mirror, we every time saving quit the Dark World, I guess we land on the pyramid. So I mean that can be, it can be a blessing and a curse, right? So I was also
especially okay. Yeah, you kind of really want to find the flute at this point. So
yeah, that's kind of like our last. Right, and I mean I won't say that like that. Okay, I shouldn't say that's our last major movement item because we are missing certainly the hook shot. That's actually pretty nice thing. But yeah, to be able to traverse, especially at least Light World, be able to kind of conveniently go to spots. Flute's going to be quite helpful. In all of the overworld, running around, I mean, for people who kind of experience like late flute or like late mirror seeds, not even just necessarily entrance, even, just like regular, seeds, like the time can really add up basically, for, efficiency. Every save and quit really adds up time. Just running around like from over screen, you can't just go from like 3 to 4 pretty easily, right? Like that all takes up time.
So Telethar didn't take this connector earlier, so he ran out all the way from pod to go back into desert and take the middle connector, and he's just gonna get spit out at Hammerpegs, which he's probably not gonna be too happy about. Actually, it's like annoying, but it's kind of fine, right? Because this goes back to Tyro Castle, and he's back into the Dark World overworld.
Right. Ooh, Magno though, he ended up finding a sword, actually very recently. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, so he's actually gonna have like a little nice. Oh, did he get grabbed? Was that a 1.0? Yep. I'm sorry, Magno. Well, okay, it's not the end of the world to get grabbed there, I guess, but like it's not also a great feeling. It's okay. It's just 2 screens. It's fine. I was gonna say he's gonna have a little bit. Yeah, exactly. Jeez. Okay. Well, we have blue mail and a green and a blue potion. We're fine.
It'll be fine.
Yeah, he's got Master Sword. He's done this fight, I'm sure, hundreds of times by now. Now, I'm kind of curious, though, if Telethar, or Magno, for that matter, with the pearl and with the glove, he's trying to make that, we found a connector over to Dark Shopping Mall, right? And then We even had the mirror to kind of mirror back to the Ice Rock Cave area, but we did have to leave behind a couple connectors there, or a couple entrances there.
I'm sure eventually they'll make their way there. This one, like Dark Sync.
Yeah. Okay. So we don't have hookshot. Probably more importantly, we don't have flippers. That's probably that's the first relevant piece of equipment that we need in order to beat the dungeon.
I'm missing like all the relevant pieces. No flippers, no hammer, and hookshot.
True. Okay, the hammer.
Hammer. Okay. Relevant with an asterisk.
That's just. When can we get Retrance without a sword? And then, or we can somehow get the sword taken away from them, when they enter swamp, if they only have the hookshot and no hammer. I would love to see something like this. By me, I mean just a viewer. I'm sure they don't want to play it.
I'm sure you would want to play it, right?
Doubtful. But it is pretty cool in order to see, okay, and I think this is kind of true in general for entrance runners, is like the creativity that they have in order to beat some of the enemies, some of the bosses on like some like the most like awkward equipment, right? I mean, you really see their MacGyver skills come out, right? Like you gotta beat Argus, with the fire rod and bombs, or you whip out the bow in phase 2, right? It's things that you've seen like people have to try and kill the Poke 2 in Turtle Rock on like nothing. Yeah, it's really interesting actually to see what they are willing to go do with their time.
Yeah, that's kind of the fun part. And the more, and some of these more like unconventional modes, right? At least in the sense of when you find stuff, you just have to sometimes really improvise with what you have and how you fight the bosses and enemies. That's true, like especially true for cross keys, but also true for doors. Maybe even more so, because sometimes you're just like.
That's true. Yeah, because like sometimes you could just one of your earliest rooms in a dungeon can be like Limbo 2, right? Or you just end up fighting like the boss immediately, and you're just like, okay, well, what do I do? And
yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I will say, they're kind of like pros and cons to both sides, right? As you see kind of like some traditional, speed runs like NMG, for example. Highest priority, of course, to get Temper Sword, and like the boss fights are really, beautiful. As in like, someone's just like a choreographed dance, right? Doing well, they're super fast. But that being said, though, like it's, like that is like one, that's one form of elegance, right? The other one, is also just being able to, creatively, try and get through the fight as best as you can with what you have. Can't always have Temper Sword, unfortunately. We're trying. Nice, easiest room of the game.
Yeah. So, remember how you mentioned that Telethar was really fortunate to not have a fire source when he found
Yellow? I was looking at Magno's tracker. It's like we not only have one fire source, we have 2 fire sources. Oh, okay. Yep. You know what? If that was a Thieves Town Compass, I would have been okay. But it is not. Yeah. So it was unfortunately not okay.
Yep. So Telethar is committing to dealing with the not so great Scorewoods layout. He did save a portal before he came in here. He set it up outside the woods. I don't know if he realized that Aga's dead and he won't be able to use it.
Because good point. Yeah, that's right. With Aga dead, we can't really like save our portals that easily, or if at all.
Yeah, you have to find the connector into the light world to use it, basically.
Okay. I was actually wondering if he wanted to try because he didn't check the back of Skullwoods too, right? If he wants to like, I guess we don't have a book. Never mind. So I think he can actually check Ped, but yeah, we can't really do that right now. Unless he was fortunate enough to go find the book in one of our remaining checks right before. Like, this could be a 5-item cave. It is not a 5-item cave. A 0-item cave. Yozal and Mufte, welcome.
Thank you for
watching. Yes, we're watching Telethar versus Magno. Magno absolutely needs this win to not get, I think, eliminated from this round and future rounds of the tournament. Magno could use a pick-me-up of sorts. By a pick-me-up, I mean he could take the last Hyrule Castle connector and go get his boots that Telthar's had for quite some time, unfortunately. But unfortunately, I think we're going to see...
Fortunately, soon out of things to do other than taking connectors.
Yeah, that's actually true. Right. I mean, surely after Catfish and Zora, we'll be done, right? Unless he does he have enough stuff to Insula delete into Waterfall entrance?
Yeah,
you know,
yes, Red Boom and bombs.
Mm-hmm. Okay, do you think he'll do that?
I think so.
Okay.
I think he knows how to do it. He did it earlier with when he faked Flipper to Hobo.
Okay. Oh, right. That's right. He did check Hobo. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow, though. Okay, that is actually a very good pick-me-up for Magno. Not sure in this case when Telethar will actually end up checking Catfish of all locations. Nice and Scylla fake flipper there. Yeah, very well done on Magno's side.
That is actually pretty big. Because Telethar is not gonna come here anytime soon, I think. Because he has all of the world open. And that hookshot is 100% necessary because Swamp is a crystal. So
that's true. It's true.
This could be a pretty good out for Magno. He's of course bleeding a lot of time just walking instead of dashing. Like at this point, it's been like half an hour or something, right?
Yeah,
so that's a lot of time loss not having the boots. That's
definitely true. I mean, and like, it's not like the boost will, like I said, I still don't think boost will like kind of make or break, your race. But yes, like the time differential that Telethar has right now over Magno is pretty significant because he's had boots for 30 plus minutes over Magno. Surely though, this will be the time that Magno will go to Hyrule Castle, right, left. I mean,
Nope, we're doing back to escape.
Oh, it's fine. Yeah, but this is actually going to be pretty good, depending on this case also where the flippers are. I don't know if Telethar will be tempted to go in, I guess flippers and hammer, if he's going to be tempted to go into Swamp at all. Because they do have the dam. And now, that being said though, like Telethar can't really get into Swamp without specifically now the hammer, if he doesn't have the hook shot.
I don't know. I guess like once he has the flippers, maybe he's more tempted to do like the Zora route, and he has the same quit to the pyramid, so he can like go to Catfish at basically any moment, whenever he feels like it.
I've also learned from not only limited to entrance seeds that once you get into Dark World, traditionally, you can go to Catfish at any time. So when do people usually go to Catfish, Jim?
But the problem with being able to go to Catfish at any time is you do it that last, because it's like the worst check at any moment.
Okay, see? Okay. Telethar might end up feeling the same thing.
Yeah. It's a bit different entrance, right? Because you have like the Dark Witch Shop, you have the Waterfall that you can check along with it. So there's a bit more value.
Okay, all right. Okay, that's true. Yeah. And Incoherent actually does bring up a good point, and especially like it is more relatively speaking accessible in entrance because there are multiple ways to get there, and in this case, it's like with Aga Dead as well, it kind of gives you a little bit more incentive to go. Now that being said, though, we are in Hookshot Cave, as Elga probably also kind of alluded to. We're gonna get this last bonked chest here. I don't actually think I saw anything Hookshot Cave that Telethar was gonna miss out on.
A mushroom, which...
Oh, right, okay.
Delayed payoff, maybe.
Yeah, well, I think Magno's needs to go turn in, right now, because the potion chest right here.
That's unfortunate, because now he's walking away from Hyrule Castle again.
You can do it, Magno. I believe that you can go back into Dark World via Bumper Ledge in Hyrule Castle left. What was the potion shop? No, potion shop was in Dark Death Mountain. No, that's super not close to boots. No,
Yeah. You might just do that. Save it to old man. Okay, very good. That's better. He's probably going to Hyrule Castle.
Okay, now we're going. Yeah, Telethar has had his boots for like 20 at like the 20-ish minute mark, so it's been pretty long, unfortunately. Now, like that being said, like nothing again in the boots logical checks have like blocked anything that Telethar has already done. At least like the boots haven't like paid out anything extra, but like the time differential is really what's going to be noticeable.
Okay, first we're doing a triple CR. Surely, Hyrocast Entrance is right next to this one. Like once the mirror's out.
Alright, okay, you're right. We have the mirror and everything, and I guess we're gonna have that compass, helpful compass that we found in the Hera basement, to be able to count along all of the things. So surely when we're done with Turtle Rock, we can just go. Magno does not have the cane, so we really can't make that much more progress into Turtle Rock as well. Like we can't go from like back to front. We're just gonna take our exit, and then we're gonna go get our boots, and then we can actually go play the game. And as you mentioned before, like finding the hookshot at Catfish is pretty big. I don't know how much of that is going to negate, some of the feels bad about finding the boots when Magno does.
He's gonna feel pretty terrible. He might have a bit of copium with the hookshot, but that's about it, I think.
Yeah.
Because boots are just such an incredible time save that, finding them late is just miserable.
Yo, Scottish, welcome in. You're about to witness Magno getting his boots. I believe in Magno.
He's actually taking the other.
Oh my gosh!
Oh no!
My Magno! I wanted to show off for Scottish.
This goes to the village. This goes to the village, so he's stuck with access now.
Okay. He's like so close, and yet he's so far away. Okay, yeah. So the boots are on bumper ledge, and I don't. Okay. We can maybe get a cape. Okay, that might be a cue to say, oh, I should walk into North Dark World, just a little bit further north to go check those interesting stuff going south. Because we've already been. Have we been south? Has he done the game? Oh my gosh. Oh. Okay, I really need him to go north, because if he goes south and he finds the hammer, he is never gonna go north and then find that last Hyrocast connector. Okay.
He's totally going south.
Oh no. I'm sorry, Magno. By the way, okay, Telethar, I guess, with that hammer has regular Dark World access now. Oh my god. Yeah. So Telethar's on a good path. Okay, Magno will be also. I mean, okay, Magno. Okay, he's making progress. Okay, like he will also have traditional Dark World access, right? He will also be able to do all the stuff that he wants to do. He will just be able to do it slightly less fast than Telethar.
He's actually just taking a bumper cave connector. Interesting.
Okay. Where does this lead to? I don't think we've seen this actually.
Nope. No, Telethar just left. No, it just. Well,
is this anywhere closer to North Dark World?
That's lovely.
Okay. I guess for what it's worth, he might build his hammer at least.
Yeah, I think this will still end up with him getting the hammer unless he takes another connector somewhere.
True. He can't get distracted. I guess this is also part of the thing with entrance too, is that if you are easily distracted with shiny new connectors or things, you can actually get pretty derailed. I think there actually is some amount of like underrated discipline that people do follow, right? When people say like, I'm going to stick to the plan, right? Stick to the plan, like that actually is, you know what? Magno has a 2-sword advantage over Telethar. I will say that right now. That's pretty good. He has Temper Sword.
Yeah. For a minute, he has a 2-sword advantage. And so Telethar goes to that cave.
Are we? Oh, we are actually. Yeah, actually, we are actually pretty close. Never mind. Yeah, Telethar's gonna go. Yeah. Okay. Well, we still. I mean, Master Sword to Temper Sword is still pretty good.
Yeah, this was at the Hookshot Cave entrance. Lifting the lock there.
He was going to skip it. He almost left.
Yeah, that's the one you don't want to skip.
Now, for what it's worth, though, like Telethar did skip a Tikini sword last night, but he was already on Tempered Sword, so he decided to not get Gold Sword. Oh. Now, that being said, though, like it is, I don't know, it's still pretty. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's pretty close, and there may have been some fights upstairs at GT that could have benefited from Gold Sword, but we don't have to talk about that. Tempered is quite good as it is. Okay, so All right, okay. We found our pearl. That was kind of like the next major thing, 20 minutes ago, basically, right? So we found our hammer now, so we have a lot of access. Okay, just taking more inventory stock though, like for go mode, we still need a lot of stuff. No, like flippers, Samaria, bow, all of the normal things.
Yep. Swarm small. Oh, actually, Magno has that. I remember where you found that. Oh wait,
Sorry,
no, it's
no. This is Retrance.
Okay.
Yes, we have many shops that we can actually go purchase. Telethar, I can't tell. Okay, Magno's the one who won. He like went to Dark World Vegas. All right, and he even went there as a buddy, so he was even like incognito, right, as a disguise. I don't know if if he's age eligible enough to gamble, but he won 200. He's tripled his his expenses or spending winnings, and somehow he's like 1,000 rupees short of what Telethar has. He didn't even like spend that much either. Oh, that's true. Oh, did he actually keep it? He must have kept it, maybe. Okay.
Yeah, because he got the hook shot from Catfish just before, so he couldn't reset.
Right. That's cool. Oh yeah, that's actually a very good point. Okay, well speaking of some copium, we are headed over to the back of Thieves Town on Telethar side, and we're just gonna. Okay, do you believe in Thieves Town Big Chest? Because I don't believe in Thieves Town Big Chest.
No, I don't want Thieves Town Big Chest to have anything in this one.
Okay, we are so close to Bumper Ledge. Surely we're not going to go to Skull Woods, right? Never. Okay, always skip Skull Woods.
Yep. Okay.
All right. Good job, Magno. We have already passed the. Rando test.
I think he wants to end on Skull Woods. He's gonna, because he already did like the East Darkwood stuff with Catfish, so he's gonna like walk around.
Right. Good point.
To Dark Sank, then go north to Dark Lumberjack, so with Bumper Ledge on the way, and then go into Skull Woods.
Okay.
Be my guess.
Okay, alright. Magno's gonna have eyes on, in this case, Bumper Ledge, and at least. No, Magno!
Oh no.
Okay, Bumper Ledge doesn't exist right now. It's fine. It's actually not fine. I just need to convince myself that it's fine for Magno's sake. Because Magno doesn't know about boots on Bumper Ledge, right? He's never even seen that area of the world, never seen come out of it. So like what honestly right now, what he doesn't know can't hurt him. Like we're the ones hurting because we know where boots are and we want him to have boots.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm sorry. Yes. And as I kind of like mentioned before in chat already, Magno already taken 2 out of 3 Hyrule Castle connectors. He just hasn't taken the leftmost one, and that's the one that leads to the boots on Bumper Ledge.
Yeah, logically they weren't required yet, but just time and fun-wise, they are very much required.
Yeah. Yeah, and Telethar ended up getting it like 20-ish minutes in, which right now, like, I mean, a little. I mean, in Retrance especially, if you're going through a lot of connectors, chances are the boots, and especially maybe there's like a late pearl. Honestly, the boots I don't really think make that much of time differential. But I mean, the longer a seed goes, or the gap goes between a person having boots and a person not having boots, regardless of other equipment, is just going to be, it's going to be harder and harder to overcome that deficit.
Yeah, we had a pretty significant side-by-side earlier, right? When they were like walking from the the secret passage exit to the drop down. Like Magno was like legit almost 10 seconds slower there. Like so just for that short path, he was 10 seconds not having the boots.
No, that's very true. And like that side by side comparison is probably more significant or more noticeable. But I mean, just even like screen for screen or like world area ish by area, like all this little stuff, like they add up over the course of 40 minutes, and beyond, because we're not done yet. Magno still doesn't have the boots.
Oh, the bad Skyward layout might actually pay off for Magno, because he has 2 mirror now, and he's probably going back into, or hopefully he's going back to the Hyrule Castle entrance now to take the last connector. He might instead opt to go back through TR and go back to the village that way. Yep, that's what he's doing. God damn it, Magno. Yep. Yeah, this is unfortunate that he found this connector. He has his Dark World access now. And now he wants to take the entrances instead of taking connectors. Which is reasonable. It's just, yeah. Knowing what we know, it's just unfortunate.
I just really I kind of wish sometimes that people would have like map trackers because and sometimes like you have RPGs or something, right, where you can see like the parts of the map that where you haven't been to, they're kind of like all like clouded over, right? Or you kind of have to like go near those areas in order to uncover the cloud. Like if we have that in Link to the Past for map trackers, like that area for like the bumper ledge area for North Dark World is completely like not visible basically from Magno. I feel so bad. Oh, and he's gonna do all of how much can he get out of pod? I guess he can get out of everything. That's not big key. No, he actually won't. Okay, never mind. He has a big key. Okay, so we're actually gonna be able to get one more check actually over here from Magno.
Yeah.
The Telethar wasn't able to.
Yeah, the big key is at the dig spot, and Telethar just got his shovel from Thief's Town.
Oh right, that's right. That was in the back there. Yeah, Magno checked it pretty early too. Okay, Desert Palace big key. Yes. We actually right. We did find that early. So I don't know.
And Sicket.
Right. Surely Telethar will wait for the bow, right? Looking at the rest of his equipment.
Surely.
Oh, that's okay.
Surely he's just going to go to ice before going to desert. We actually found ice pretty early. It's at the Lumberjack house. And he kind of has everything to do it. Would obviously prefer to have the cane.
Oh, true. Because I guess we're still missing a lot of stuff. Yeah, that's actually a good point.
But yeah,
I don't know
at least clearable, so that makes it kind of appealing despite not having the cane, which saves like probably a minute and a half or something.
Yeah, oh geez, GT is actually, I mean, expectedly, like, there's a lot of stuff here for GT, but we actually had a good number of big keys as well. Like, a pretty good payout. Now, okay, I was gonna say, like, would you climb in Telethar shoes? But I think given that we don't have a bow, we are probably not going to climb.
No, it's probably not worth it.
No,
as you can strike and yeah, Swire makes a good point too. We don't have a big key either.
Okay, that might be a little bit more of a limiting detail than not having a bow. The bow is not usually a limiting factor for people, especially, I mean, given how good people are these days. I'm glad to see Telethar is able to get the chest before the bomb explosion. That may or may not have happened, and he learned, from that lesson last night as well. So. Okay. I was gonna say that maybe Telethar is making some, economic and prudent decisions about, how to kill Armos. Now, that being said, we also just established that we have no bow, so we may not have a choice. Is this actually faster than Berna? Maybe he wants to save his money, or does he save his money?
Yeah, I think he wants. Yeah, I think that's the issue. Although he doesn't have 2 blue potions, but he probably figured gold sword is like fast enough. That's worth just using it.
Yeah. Yes, I mean, and it's not often you really get to use a gold sword either. Oh, well, okay. Flippers. That is an interesting find for Telethar. Swamp, looming in the horizon. Well, half of swamp, at least.
That could be something. It's like he could plan to do a route where he goes along the North Dark World to Catfish and then does Swamp on the way, only to find the hookshot immediately afterwards. I think he would probably choose to do ice first, though.
Ice is at least fully clearable, right? Yeah.
Yeah. I think we're doing, unfortunately, bowlers desert now because, both the big chest and the back of desert are in CAG. So I'll take the big chest before going to the boss. I'm sure you check the big chest first to potentially find a boulder.
Yes, of course, of course. I mean, that's the that's the commentator logic, at least, to be able to go kill Lamos. But it is okay. Oh, Magno finally got his hammer after 2 digs. I don't actually think Magno probably feels that bad about finding hammer. Like, again, I don't actually know how much the hammer has really opened up things.
Yeah, I don't think he was missing it at all. He might feel a bit. Well, he doesn't know what's on left side GT yet, so maybe he's a bit worried about that, but that's about all, probably.
Oh, that's right, actually. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, Telethar ended up getting a lot of stuff out of left side GT. And in particular, I guess, like, Random Room had TR big, I think? Something like that, so... Yeah, that's actually... the hammer's actually... I mean, it's more often not going to be required, but yes, it's certainly going to be necessary, at least in the short term, considering... Well, I guess we don't have Samaria yet, so... he's still not going to be any danger. Alright, another bolus fight on Telethar side for boss.
What a bad person. Yeah, but yeah, looks like this didn't give any real progression for now. Are we going back to Dark World or are we going to Ice? Dark World it is. Or actually, yeah, he's gonna do TR big chest here and roller probably. Since he just found a big key. So Magno sees them. Magno saw the boots. We have boots knowledge now.
Okay, alright. That knowing is 20% of the battle right now. How many more connectors has Magno found? Okay, as long as
he's taking like most of them. So I don't think nice Kane.
Wow, okay. Well, I guess with that TR big, Telethar is on his way to get his next crystal. That is something. I mean, Telthar's route so far has certainly worked out quite well for him. And for what it's worth, I think Magno's route also has been pretty reasonable. It's just that, like, the speed at which he can do things, right, is just going to be, well, hampered by the fact that we don't really have boots. So it's going to look, I think, slightly less efficient, just because he's not going to be able to make as much progress in the same amount of time. That's actually a good point, though, too, right? Seeing that, yeah, Catfish, I think you mentioned this, like, 30 minutes ago or something, right? When Magno found the hook shot, and is that Telethar is going to take quite some time in order to get over there.
Yeah. I think Hyrule Castle might be the last connector Magno has. We haven't found the connector to the Turtle Rock Bridge yet, but it's probably gonna be either here at Laser Bridge or the front entrance of TR. Yeah, there it is. So, like in theory, I think Magno should be able to figure out how to get to Bumper Dash. I don't know what way he's going though. How I just got Telethar to the front. That's amazing.
Nice. So, we can be Trinex later. Yeah, but like, okay, so where do you think this bow is? You think it's a swamp? If the bow actually is in the back of swamp, like this hook shot, like, see, Telethar, he also knows how to. He also realizes that he has no hook shot, being able to do these.
Nice job.
Yes. I did actually forget about this. Right, I forgot about Dark Shocking Ball and the rest of Ice Star Cave.
Yeah.
Matt was going to try and chase this as well.
Yeah, it looked like he found there was still the Dark Death Mountain Descent connector in the port area somewhere that here. So that's probably why he went through that connector. I don't think he was prioritizing getting to Dark Shopping Mall. He just wanted to follow connectors to get his boots. So this I'm sure now. It's gotta be Hyrule Castle into boots finally. I think he has it figured out. Yeah, he's going straight for it. Finally. Is he gonna make it before the hour mark? He's just barely gonna be less than an hour late.
I'm sorry,
no.
Magno. I'm.
Oh, this is so sad.
we were really pulling for you in our. Okay, okay. I do think though it was post hour, or it was before 1 hour.
Now it's the hour mark, according to Aries timing.
Yeah, I mean, and Magno, I mean, certainly knows, right? Like, and this is, again, like this is kind of how you remember when you said earlier that sometimes the game's just actually out to like hate you. That might be this case for Magno.
Yeah.
I mean, again, you can't control, like where the entrances and things are, but I mean, sometimes you flip a coin, right? There were 3 coins that Magno could have taken, and he chose to take 2 of them, and he chose not to take the 3rd one, right? And there wasn't any like real particular incentive for him to go pick one over the other, right? In this case, he just ended up picking, 2 of them. That, and again, it's not like he wasn't making progress. He was doing a lot of things. It's just that he doesn't know Nice Bow in Ice Palace. He doesn't know, right? That the one that he didn't pick would basically let him do everything much faster.
Yeah, it's just sometimes just get unlucky. It wasn't like a wrong decision or anything. It just turned out to be wrong because of the seat layout, and there's just nothing you can do about that. Yep, and right now, Magno just got his boots to finally catch up in efficiency, in general efficiency with Telethar. But just to rub it in right after that, they're both in Ice Palace.
Yeah.
But mine without the cane and Telethar with the cane.
Oh my gosh, yeah, that's true. Oh, that is really unfortunate. I don't even think like the more small keys, I guess, and the big key will even help Magno all that much either. But yeah, I think it's really just because in this case of the cane.
Yeah, Magno will have to climb the right side and then go back down. And he's also gonna have to fall down for Ice Tea and then come back up. It's just a lot of time loss not having the cane here. Nice, both are here. I don't think there was ever a possibility of them doing bowl ammos.
Who rolled the seed? I disapprove. I heartily disapprove. But okay. I personally have some copium. Okay, I'm looking at Magno's rupee count. Okay, maybe he's not willing to spend 50 rupees per silver arrow on silvers, and maybe he's willing to just spend the 10 rupees per regular wooden bow arrow. Certainly that'll be cheaper, right?
Or I could use fire rod, but yes, I understand.
Yeah, hey,
I agree with
you. I believe that 12 wooden arrows, which is 120, is still cheaper than the 3 silver arrows, that it costs for Lambos.
Pay attention to Magno's screen.
Nice.
Want the best compass?
Yes, of course. That is the best compass. I mean, it would have been better, I think, for Magno if he ended up finding a Hera basement, because I also think that's gonna be like the last location the Telethar goes to.
Yeah. GT Big is here too. We found both the bows. Yeah, pretty stacked. Although, I mean, the GT Big we don't really care about. I think it leads Useless Fairy. I don't think we've seen that.
Yeah, we've seen Useless Fairy. What was that Useless Fairy drop? Not Useless Fairy, great.
I don't remember. I think it was just a single item.
Okay, that's fine.
Magnus did ST, didn't he? I was like wondering how Magno was ahead of Telethar all of a sudden to Ice Palace. But I think that's why.
If Magno decides to try to cut a corner or two, then I have no complaints, considering how emotional he was when he found the boots at roughly 1 hour after Telethar. I mean, he doesn't know it was roughly 1 hour after Telethar, but he knows he's behind to those boots for sure.
Yeah, I very much agree with skipping stuff here.
Yeah. Also, Vinter, Mr. Ed, welcome. Thank you for joining us in this in this race. Magno's finally had the boots. We're really happy for him. We are certainly looking at. So this is actually right. For those people coming in, this is Magno's third race in this week for Retrance in Retrance Invitational. He really needs this win, I think, in order to stay alive in the tournament. Oh my gosh! Okay, every time somebody shoots a silver arrow in Retrance, like my wallet, it goes all the way to my heart. It just stings a little. Okay. It doesn't matter how rich you are. It's just like, it hurts, especially when when payday's not anytime soon, right? It's.
Yeah, so Sawyer pointing out that we are in no mode, and I think that's correct. Telethar still needs to dig up his Pocky, and he needs to get a hookshot from Catfish. And that would put him in go mode. We have found Swamp, we have found Pod, he's clearing Maya right now. And he's already done Aga Tower to get to Ganon at Lumberjacks. On the other side, Magno still needs to do GT to get his TR big key and Desert big key. He needs to take his TR big key to TR to get his Cane there and then beat Trinex. And NGT also has flippers. So he's not that far from go mode. He just needs to go to GT and then to TR basically.
Yeah.
Which
it's
a said and done because you have to go to TR without the Cane.
Right. So I think like the GT entry or like going to GT now with the hammer that he found, right, and especially with the hook shot, like it's pretty nice to be able to get there, because there's a lot of density in that area. But yeah, the Cane and Crystal Roller is not great. Now that being said though, I do think it's entrance, and having the Cane and Turtle Rock is not going to be like it's not going to be the end of the world. You are willing to traverse Turtle Rock without the Cane in like multiple situations, right? It's not like you're just it's not like necessarily like coming into Mire without the Cane, hoping you're gonna find it here, right?
Yeah, the good thing is TR Big Chest is just in CAG, so it's decently accessible because there's other stuff there, especially when you want to clear desert.
Right.
So you can do the Big Chest and then Crystal Roller right after. So, I mean, depending on how long it takes Telethar to actually get to Catfish or to the dig spot, Magno might not be in the worst shape somehow. He is in GT right now, he's gonna get the stuff that he needs here. Yeah, basically if he decides to do Desert and TR before Swamp, he's gonna be able to go mode Swamp too. It's not the worst spot. And I think the route makes sense too, right? Go to CAG first, clean up Desert, do the TR checks real quick, and then take the Power Castle connector to go to Dark World to go to Swamp. It might somehow work out for him.
Yeah, I think that's actually certainly very reasonable. So I think net number of things wise, right, or like maybe things that Magno has to go do is still higher than Telethar's, but I think they might be easier to do, right? Because as you mentioned, like Telethar still has to go to Catfish right now, and that may not be high on his list. He has to go dig up, I guess, his Pod Big Key, which I guess it's probably probably higher on the priority list. There is also the potential that there could be other things that tempt Telethar off the correct path, right? Like, for example, like if he wants to climb GT, if he wants to right side GT even, right? There are dense things, right, that he's looking for the hookshot for. He can go into Hookless Swamp, right? There are things that, Magno can actually get some time back, from Telethar, depending on, like, I guess, like, what his later decisions are.
Yeah, I mean, it's not unreasonable for Telethar to just do the entrances on the way to Catfish and catch the fish itself. He hasn't done Zora area either.
It's true. And given
it's not unreasonable, but
yeah.
Oh
my God.
Oh, he's even wasting some silvers.
I know. Oh, I was gonna say, like, the fact that he does have a lot of money may, make the Zora play, and and hence, like, combining with Catfish a little bit more palatable because he probably won't hurt, from missing 500 rupees.
Yeah, he's rigid. It'll be fine. Okay, Telethar, where are we going? Right side GT? And probably... Oh, he could also do GT climb here. I think it's gonna be right side GT into climb. Possible? Nope, never mind. Where did this lead again? We'll find out. Maybe he just never took this connector. No, he definitely did. Oh, is this how he got to dark shopping? I think that's what it is. Yeah, that is. This could lead to hookshot. He might do dark shopping all stuff into hookshot, into Catfish, Zora. Oh no, Magno's climbing.
Oh no.
No, dang, that's not good.
Yeah, that's not good. No. So, but I mean, like, I can certainly understand, or maybe have some rationale for Magno wanting to climb, like, because he obviously has, like, he found a bunch of like good stuff, right, in GT basement, right, like TRP key and what else he find, the cape, and I don't know what else. So he does have like other crystals that he can do now. However, like, he's missing Kane. Yeah, exactly. Like, I think he thinks that he needs something else that's like not on the path. Otherwise, like, because he's already probably lost so much time to Telethar that if something is on the path, then there's no edge, right? Or there's no like win scenario for Magno because he just can't physically catch up like fast enough.
Yeah.
And given I think where Telethar, as you mentioned before, like where he's kind of like headed right now, he has a Dark World portal. I guess we're gonna do Hera basement, for funsies. Well, not for funsies. For
compass.
Yes, that's right. For not even the good compass. But yeah, it does look like he is going to be able to make his way over to Catfish on the sooner side. And then I guess, is that it for him? Oh, he has to go dig up his pod big. Right.
Yeah. So even that is like he's gonna find one of his big ones, but the pod big is just completely isolated, and Telethar still has right side GT into the climb, like potentially luring him there. It makes it kind of attractive. So, like, at least the climb Magno might get back time-wise. And he's getting Hera basement back too. It's definitely not over. So yeah.
Oh no, that's definitely true. I mean, like, I will say that Telethar has certainly been kind of leading the way. I mean, and partially also because he's ended up finding things that kind of gave him a lot more efficiency and speed, overall. But we also don't have the myths. But yeah, like, leads can certainly change quite quickly, and it's never over until you actually until you're in go mode, and. Yeah, as you mentioned before, like, Catfish is certainly going to be one thing that Telethar was a hurdle that he had to cross, but yeah, the pod big key is going to also be pretty difficult for him.
Yeah, weirdly enough, in entrance, Catfish is better than the dig spot because, like, if you find Shovel Knight, there's just nothing to do in that region anymore. Whereas Catfish, at least, it combines with some entrances and potentially Zora and stuff.
Yeah. And Telethar, I mean, with that hookshot, Telethar might end up going full clearing swamp now. I mean, Magno may or may not do that. Because I guess we don't know, because he's still looking for Kane, right? And whether or not he actually wants to go into into swamp to full clear, I guess it's not quite clear, not quite obvious.
Yeah, it depends on what his planned route to swamp is. Because the good Dark World access. Oh, I guess the good Dark World access is also just the Aga portal. Okay. So maybe that's the plan here. Go into the Aga portal and then hook over to Swamp because that's at Dark Sank.
I mean, we did see, by the way, Telethar quick swapping over. He passed the shovel over to Hammer. He passed the shovel again, but we're not checking that quite yet. This might be Swamp. Sorry, yeah, this might be Dick Spots. This might be.
Oh, was there Mimic Cave here or something? No, this is Paradox. Okay, yeah, this is Paradox, and it leads to the fortune teller. And this is how we go to Dark Sank for Swamp.
Okay. Entrance people. Let's just go take my 5 connectors over to Dark. Although, no, that's still probably better than taking Hyrule Castle connector, right?
Yeah.
The Hyrule Castle right to go to Bumper and yeah.
I think so, because you have to run all the way to Kag.
Yeah.
I think just taking the Aga portal and then hooking over might be faster than this.
Oh, that might be faster too. Okay.
He is gonna make a break for Magno. Oh, it's just
nice
going into
mitts.
Yeah.
Nice. Oh,
Magno's in go mode.
Yeah, and then suddenly, like Telethar also picked up mitts as well, right? I mean that can also opens up a bunch of stuff for Telethar. I mean, not that I think Telethar is interested in doing, but well, it does open up Smith Chain. That actually could end up kind of leading him to Dick Spot as well if he wants to try and combine that together. Maybe. But yeah, you're definitely correct. I mean, Magno now is in full go mode. He has the red cane. So he can go finish up. He can beat everything. He can beat Turtle Rock while he's here. He can. He knows where Desert is. He knows where Mire is. He can just go beat Pod. So Telethar's actually on a timer.
Yeah, he says elite. He has Tiara already done. He has Maya done. But he is about to focus Swamp. He has mids to distract him, but maybe also lead him to the shovel, like you said. He really doesn't want to find the flute right now. Because then he's gonna do all of
Maya. Yeah, that's true. That's very, very true. Order of operations really does matter. And sometimes, yeah, there are just certain items that you really just don't want to find, like, on your path. Now, Magno is looking for... What is he looking for?
Wait, does he need something?
I don't know. Magno, despite having red mail, he might die. He does not have a... Oh my gosh. Okay.
He has no big keys.
He does...
Does he not realize he's in go mode?
I'm looking at his tracker right now. I'm just trying to figure out, like, right, what else he thinks he needs. Does not know where Desert is?
Bank of Desert is in Kag. And no, he's definitely stolen a bit Smoky, I'm pretty sure. I've seen him do that early.
Does he know Swamp? Swamp I thought was also in Kag too, right?
No, Swamp is Dark Sank. Why has he not done that?
You're right. No, I think you might be right. Maybe we haven't... Well, when we did Bumper Ledge, what did we see? Did he ever go over to that area? He came out of Graveyard Ledge entrance, but that's only in Light Worlds.
Yeah. Maybe he doesn't know where Swamp is.
Oh.
Yeah, because he didn't have boots to go to King's too.
Maybe. But
what did he do when he went to Skullwoods? Like, he went to the Curiosity Shop and then he just went to Skullwoods?
Yeah, yep. Yeah.
Okay, so he doesn't know where Swamp is. Okay. Oh yeah, Aries confirming it. That it's unchecked on his tracker. Okay, the standards.
So I guess he might be looking for myths then? Or he looking for something else that might give him more entrances. Okay, that could be understandable. Okay.
Yeah, because at this point I guess he probably only has Dark Sank and King's Tomb probably. And outside he thinks he just needs more stuff. More entrances.
Yeah, right. And right now, like, he's missing mids. He's also missing flute, as you mentioned before, right? Where that can also give him more access. Okay, so he's probably willing to at least like full clear out the places that the crystal dungeons that he's doing. We're leaving Eastern. Oh man.
It's dependent.
I know but we have everything to full clear it. All right. So the one of the benefits, I guess, of Light World is that the race game dude Bob is not actually there. I guess he's been taken over by guards. So there's no way you could possibly mirror on top of him. I forgot about Hookshot Cave. The fact that Telethar hasn't done this yet. But that makes sense because Telethar got the hookshot like 10 minutes ago.
Hey, look, Telethar, a fetch quest. Are you interested in doing fetch quests?
Yes, you should be. Yes, in fact, the shovel is readily available for you. It's been sitting in your inventory for quite some time now.
I think we're going into Eastern now. Yeah. Yeah, he's gonna do Eastern and maybe Smith Chain afterwards. But probably Eastern just has the fruit, unfortunately. Yeah, Shovel's probably key.
Oh, welcome, Jay Coper. Sorry, didn't actually see your raid earlier, but welcome.
Okay, so what's gonna happen first? Will Magno find... I assume Magno's gonna try to get to his remaining entrances sooner than later.
Yeah, that's
Swamp
true.
probably isn't that far away. Yeah, meanwhile, Telethar, how much...
How
many more distractions is he gonna find?
Yeah, exactly. This is the whole dungeon in Eastern. I mean, people talk about all of these, like, whatever, like single dipping versus double dipping Eastern for minutes. I mean, these minutes, Telethar, as you mentioned before, like Telethar does have a lead. He has a raw crystal lead over Magno right now, but he is on a timer, and this is, I don't know, maybe part of the time that Magno did in order to make the climb for GT, so kind of negates part of that, but yeah, Telethar needs to go dig up his pod big, which, is much harder to said than done. I was even thinking this too. I was like, okay, well, Telethar's not gonna find the hookshot until super late. He's gonna stumble upon Eastern, and he's not gonna be able to do this clip. And then almost.
Come on, another try. Actually, no, don't try again. Just skip it.
Yeah, we'll see. I don't actually know if he's going to try to do the C. Oh, it's a big key too, not Pi. That's right. He was just in swamp too,
He skipped left side for what it's worth. Maybe this will make him come back.
Well, if you're rooting for Telethar, you don't want him to go back to swamp. You want him to go to the big spot.
It is awkward now, right? Like, he could go south and do Smith, big spot and purple chest, or he could go north and get 3 items out of swamp. Or he could just save quit and go to GT and get 5 items on right side and then climb for another 4. Those are his options after he beats Amos. Okay. Magno's finishing up Desert, and what's he doing next? If he goes to the Dark World, he might... He's probably gonna go to the Dark World and fight Swamp here, I would assume. Like, if you're just looking for one dungeon, then you just do the entrances, right?
Mm-hmm.
This yet he just dug a hole.
Yeah, I know, he digged. Yeah, he dug. Okay, does that mean we're gonna do digging, Not dig game, shovel spot?
I think it was accidental for what it's worth, but he's doing Smith Chains, so that leads him toward the dig spot, surely.
No, he must have been K45. Then there was like super
he definitely did.
here. Yeah.
Oh no. This is bad. Now we can in my area.
We're literally right here in CAC 2, so Magno's gonna try and do like the other hook tech to get out of hammer pegs because he has no mitts.
Yeah.
Nice. We have escaped our prison.
Telethar's going in.
Yeah, he's going in the regular way. He's gonna pick up purple chest. He is going to go activate his flutes.
And then flute away.
Yeah, are we? I mean, I don't think we're doing dig spot anymore. That flute.
We might actually. We might do purple chest turn and then run up instead of going to my area. But I mean, my area is pretty tempting too. You're
saying. Okay, right. You're saying he can turn in Purple Chest in Light World and then run from Purple Chest to the Dick spot and then go to Mire?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's like the closest he'll ever be to a Dick spot to get his public keys. Yeah, I don't know. If he doesn't do it here, it's probably gonna be last-ish location. Would be my guess.
Oh, great. There are more.
Oh, he's shooting.
He has powder now to distract him. He has where is this?
Ice Palace, Rule of Humbug.
Rule of Humbug? Oh yeah. Okay, yeah, we're going to my area. Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm nervous now for, of course. We have more item caves. Yes, this one also takes forever.
He's gonna get his lamp finally. I might be wrong, but I think we haven't found Hype Cave yet. So that's probably one of the reasons why he's chasing entrances.
Have we not found Hype Cave? Do I have Sea Bleed? I might have Sea Bleed.
I'm not 100% sure. Maybe chat can correct me, but yeah, Ari agrees.
Okay. Well, it was never any doubt. We have not found Hype Cave. Yeah. So Magno actually, okay, so the difference is that, Magno is finishing up Pod now, and he still needs to do Swamp, but actually is Magno, like, is Magno now potentially in the lead?
Well, it depends on when he finds Swamp, but the good news is Swamp blocks Smiths and Flute, so he can't really get distracted away from the 2 entrances or 3 that he still has open. And I would assume, since he is in, like, he just needs to find Swamp and it's a go mode, he's gonna chase those down.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah,
he definitely knows where Maya is. Maya is at Agona, and he's been in there before. And Swamp is at Dark Sank, which he has not been at yet.
Speaking of Mire. Okay, alright. I guess we're just running? Is that what we're doing to Mire?
He might take the Paradox Cave connector to get back to North Dark World. No, we're going to Mire. Okay.
Yeah, with no Flute, like, I don't actually really know what the best ways in order to get around things are. Like, I don't even know if it was just faster to try and, like, save and quit to I don't know, Link's house or something, but... Yeah, but the clock is ticking. Yeah, people are... So Magno has... I guess he's still gonna look... Do you think he'll full clear Mire? Or at least, do most of the chests here?
Probably. Yeah. I'm actually surprised he's doing his crystals before he's checking his last entrances. Right, because now he's kind of forced to do all the checks in here, but if he just did his entrances and finds Swamp, he can just go with everything.
Yeah, that's true. But I guess, like, it's what do you do if the last remaining entrances you have, like, don't end up leading to Swamp, right? And then, like, how bad do you feel if you've ended up skipping some stuff in, I don't know, like Mire or Pod or, Desert or anything?
Yeah, that... Nice
Telethar, I mean, well, we know where Pod Big is. I mean, from Telethar's perspective, it's just like the classic, entrance. Like, you'll find every big key that you need before the big key that you want.
Yeah.
It is. Yeah. We felt so bad for Magno, right? Finding this key, and now it's like, especially if you're rooting for Telethar, I mean, like, the clock is ticking faster than you might expect.
Yeah, I think Magno is giving him, like, quite a bit of time by not just checking his last entrances. Because he could skip all his time in Mire, and same with there's a big chest and stuff like that. If he just, checked his entrances and found his Gomod Swamp Palace, and then he could have Gomoded all of this. Magno's missing Swamp, which is at Dark Sank.
Which he hasn't been to yet. Yeah, that's what he... Hey, look, we found Hype Cave.
There we go.
We are correct in that if we have not found Hype Cave, it was not 3 bombs on the bat-like man. To answer your question, Mufte, Swamp is not mislocked. It's a Dark Sank, and in fact, actually, the first chest was Swamp. It's Mitz, so no possible way that we can actually get locked by then. Speaking of hovering, looks like Magno does actually have some ability to be able to cross over some pits here.
Yeah, even with Sword Out. Very nice.
It's actually, I mean, that's quite the distance. Oh yeah, nice job. All right, Telethar. I think we've seen Spiral Cave Connector exit for super early. Yeah. How long,
okay, so he's done with my area now. He's done with
But, yeah, I was gonna say, how long do you think Telethar's been searching for Pod Big? I don't actually have like a counter on it.
20 minutes, 25.
Okay, so probably like so 25-ish minutes probably then. Is this dig spot? This is not dig spot.
No, what is this?
Is this swamp?
Oh yeah, that's swamp probably, and the big chest.
Oh,
Skull's big chest, right?
Yeah. But I don't want to see these. Telethar, why you go to dig spots? Oh no. Oh.
Maybe also a tadpole while he's here.
Yeah, oh, that's true. Do we? Oh yeah, I guess we have all the pendants too, right? Yeah, we did these down.
Sure
we did. Oh my gosh.
Oh, and the bat. Okay.
Oh yeah, I guess everything is just here. Yeah. Okay, well, that is Crystal down for Magno. On Meyer, we are actually tied up now on Crystal counts. Telethar has the backup pod to do, and when he does find Pod Biggie, which is probably going to be at least maybe 2 minutes.
Yeah, and he needs to actually get to Arrow Game.
Yeah.
Okay. But it's like close to the next spot, but also not because it's in the dark world.
Yeah, no, it's not good.
Yeah.
And Magno, I guess this is gonna be the last parts of Dark Sank. Like this is looking like the
Dark Sank and Kingston now, yeah.
Yeah.
Unless Big Bomb. That's also an entrance.
He has Big Bomb, yeah. Okay, this also makes a lot of sense. But I mean, it's definitely time though that Magno is spotting Telethar right now.
Yeah, that's he probably still feels like he needs to make a play.
Yeah, I guess. But also, we have no flute, right? I completely forgot about that. How are you supposed to get the pyramid? Oh my gosh. Oh wow. Man. Okay, this is exclusive ladder content, by the way. I don't think that I've seen actually people do that. Oh, Telethar! Wow, okay, we have completely skipped out on left side swamp. We are suddenly gonna go and do dig spot on Telethar side. Magno needs to hurry up to Dark Sank.
Yeah, suddenly I'd give this back to Telethar because I assume Magno just feels like he really needs this big bomb to be it.
Yeah. Now, for what though, I like finishing pod is gonna be slower than finishing swamp. Like Magno's he just has to go. He basically just has to go to Argus, right? But I think going to Helma and beating Helma is gonna be slower.
He's coming from the right. He's gonna check Kingston first, which is another like 20 seconds, and he's also gonna be to the dungeon later.
About the okay.
So yeah. Telethar is just like 30 to 40 seconds earlier to the dungeon.
We're doing. Dang it. We're doing Dark Sank first.
We're not doing Kingston? Okay.
Oh my gosh, dude, we found. Okay. This is a race.
Oh man.
Oh my gosh, this is amazing. Magno is going to. I can't believe after an hour and 53 minutes, we're literally. Magno is rushing all the way to the back of Swamp Palace, which I still think is faster than Pod, but I mean Telthar's got a little bit of a head start going into the back of Pod, so
yeah, so oh my god.
You remember when we said Yeah?
Oh yeah, I wonder if he came out of Kingston at some point, or maybe I guess maybe he just wants to save the mirror transitions, right? Because you have to mirror twice.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, you can. Because I guess you can always. Right. Yeah. Every mirror transition is like 5 seconds, right? Something that's maybe like 4. Yeah. And so if you can just run to Dark Sank first, check that entrance, and then if it's nothing, then you can go back and do King's Tomb later, as opposed to like the other way around. It actually can save you some time.
Okay, another thing actually interesting is Swamp is closer to Lumberjacks than Pod is.
Oh my gosh.
So Magno will get there sooner.
I'm like, but that's true. Actually, yeah, Lumberjack is. How is Telethar gonna get there? I guess he has a flute, mirror, flute, run.
Yeah, or maybe just run. Probably still better to flute to 8.
I feel like you have to go through all of CAC. I don't know. I mean, he has mirror.
Yeah, probably flute to 8 is better.
I am, dude. This is so close. How does he know these things early? But okay, no 0 cycle for Magno. We're just gonna get through. But yeah, Telthar's gonna have a little bit of a head start going into Ganon. Oh, are we fluting? Oh, I didn't even think about fluting to 8. That's actually still faster. Yeah. I guess that must be faster. Yeah. To swim and then go. First. Right, yeah. I was just thinking we can flute to 3. But, of course, you know, entrance runners know way better. Dude, phase 4 actually might matter. Forget it. How close it actually is. Wow. No, Telethar, don't map check! Take it! Oh my god, Telethar forgot about the swimming technique! Oh, dude, no, this is... Oh my gosh. Oh... I cannot believe how close... So Magno still has a mirror transition to get through to Lumberjack, right? This...
Oh my god.
I can't believe how close this is right now. Telethar is gonna have like a 4-second lead. Okay, when does he drop into Ganon?
56% on the screen, my flag.
Okay, 56?
And
56.
Okay. So 4 seconds.
Yeah. 4 seconds. I can't believe this. Oh my gosh. Alright, well, the gold sword. Okay, so phases 1 through 3 I think should be hopefully the same. I don't remember the last time somebody missed the 1-1. With Gold Sword, they have red mail and like 1 million hearts, so Telethar doesn't even care. Oh my god, look at this. He literally doesn't care.
Yeah, Telethar saved a few frames by having the downward facing Ganon. Was a shorter warp.
Okay. I mean, 4 seconds, you have to nail your phase 4s here. Like, it will actually matter. I can't believe after all this. Okay, alright. Dunka, our ladder admin, says a 1 second win is still a win. Don't fall.
Telethar's getting the triple.
Okay, alright. Oh, dude!
Yes.
That... GG's, Telethar.
Wow.
Oh, Magno, so close!
What an end.
Wow, holy cow. Dude, you gotta carry through the execution until the very bitter end. I can't believe how close this was. Big GG's to both Magno and Telethar. Holy cow.
Man.
1 second. It was 4 seconds dropping to Ganon, right? And then there was not 4 seconds at the end of Ganon. Yo, GG's Telethar, welcome.
What Telethar? Please, what an ending.
Good Ganon phase 4. That you had a 4 second lead going into Ganon.
Oh,
I don't know if you realized that.
I didn't. I heard 4 seconds when I came in, but no, I did not realize that.
I think you had like maybe like an 8 second lead going like after pod, like after you cleared. Yeah, and then you swam and then you map checked, dude.
Oh, I was trying to swim very quickly, and it turns out that not all the face buttons are good to use.
Oh man.
You learn well. You learn for next race. Yo, Magno. I'm so sorry about about the ending. But it sounds like at least Duncan said that he mismarked Dark Chapel.
Yeah, that's what he said in race time, is that he had mismarked Dark Chapel. So I guess he was in go mode for a while.
Yeah, I think Yeah, we were trying to figure out like what because he had pod big early so he went to Thieves Town early with the big key, and then he went to Dick Spot much earlier than you, right? He had pod big, and then he ended up finding Kane in Turtle Rock, and that was what we thought his go mode was, but he still kept looking for stuff. And then we thought maybe it was an entrance thing. Yo, Magno, GG's.
Yeah, Magno, GG.
Like I checked my own VOD and just saw, okay, I just walked by. So this entrance doesn't exist, right?
Oh,
I'm
man.
so sorry, Magno.
This was so
it's always Swamp Palace. Like I have a special connection with Swamp. I'm always in my mind. I don't know. Have I seen Swamp? I don't know. Have I seen Swamp? It's Swamp and Ice Palace. I can never get right in my head. Have I seen it today? Oh, this sucks. Can't you just beat me by 20 minutes?
I'm so sorry, Magno.
If I had used my shovel, then probably, considering that you were searching forever. But yeah, I think I got my hook shot for Pod Big Key Go mode like ages ago. Then I cleared Swamp, then I got my mitts, then I got my flute, cleared all of my area, did every entrance in the game basically.
Like I just dashed right through. Because at first I thought I did this earlier in the Dark World, and then I was thinking, did I do it? And then I was already gone. I think doing that Moon Pearl sucked as well. I didn't bunny walk it. I did it with Aga 1.
Same, yeah. Well, I ended up getting the Fire Rod off of Saha, and then I did Aga 1.
When did you have boots? Because I had them at 120 and felt miserable.
20.
Oh god.
You know,
I
can just say, so like, as the person who always says we should start with boots, I just got to say that non-bootsers should deserve it. I'm sorry, man.
I did every fucking connector, and then I saw the boots so late. Like I didn't see them right away, but when I saw them, I had 2 connectors left. It was the Bat connector, like the Mountain Descent, or what it's called, and Hyrule Castle left. And I thought, no way, because you could just have those boots at minute 5, or I don't know. It's like those broke me mentally, and that's probably why I just walked by the entrances.
For what it's worth, Dark Sank having something important there is not. I mean, it's you're not the only person, nor will you be the last person to, just walk right by that place where it has something.
So where did Mitz and Flute end up being? Both in Swamp?
Mitz is front of Swamp, Flute's on Smith.
My go mode was Samaria, and I climbed GT right before, and I was like, dude, GT climb is so not worth it. But I'm right here, but it's so not worth it. I felt bad with those boots, so I did the climb just because of the late boots.
Yeah,
everything was
horrible. The
horrible.
only thing I had left when I got my hook shot was GT climb. So, and I got the hook shot. I'm like, oh, that's not great, but that's fine. And then I just followed anything that came from Swamp. And who uses their shovel ever? Apparently,
I had that big key after like 15 minutes. So sad.
I was gonna say you used your shovel when you left Eastern.
Yeah,
and we were like,
we saw that.
Yeah, surely that was it. That was your cue to go to Dig Spot.
The plan was to go Purple Chest and get Dig Spot along the way, but then I got the flute, and I'm like, well, new plan. I have all these entrances: Hype Cave and Pyramid Fairy, and like 12 items in entrances out there that I can go hunt down. So that was a good use of time.
Magno did Pyramid Fairy. I have actually not seen that route.
It took so long. I didn't have food or anything. It was 2 entrances left.
Oh.
Did you go through the forest?
No, wait, that would have been faster, right? Oh no. That would have been the time.
Oh,
Are you
no, Magno,
kidding
I'm
me?
so sorry.
Oh,
so
no, why did I
sorry.
ask?
I was just thinking about. Oh, I did Aga, so I can use that warp. Right, I go right by Link's house. Oh no. Oh.
Well, it was
Okay.
4 seconds for what it's worth going into Ganon. I don't know if you realize how close it was. I mean, at the time, but it was
I
4
messed
seconds,
up.
and then Telethar got the triple in phase 4, and then yeah, that was the difference.
So this is totally not me being. Ooh, I was so much better. I deserve to win. No, I'm just
No,
saying
you're not.
it's the way.
It feels bad, dude. I don't blame you. I'm not.
You probably have like 40 collection rate more than me, or. But
I'm 184.
wait, I can. Important part. No, but yeah, GG.
GG's, dude.
I think you played well for what you had, like to your name in terms of the equipment and everything. I mean, it's just like I think yeah, like the late boots at 1 hour 20, and you were not exactly 1 hour away from when Telethar had the boots, but it was certainly very difficult. I think it was. I mean, you definitely were on a time deficit, for sure. But it's just like you just couldn't do things like fast, right? Because you didn't have boots. I guess you got an early hook shot, but also no flute, right? And also like no real mitts or like any more like movement stuff for you. So it's just harder to do things fast. But you
I'm
still
just
made good
thinking
progress.
there was in every match there was one tiny mistake or one thing I shouldn't have done or differently. In this, it was definitely not walk by this entrance or I don't know. I don't even think going through Hyrule Castle left this late or not seeing the boots is a mistake per se, because I could do things, and you never know where boots are. They could be anywhere. It's just
No, yeah,
sometimes
that's
the
true.
way it is. But when you see there is boots behind a connector, you do every connector you know or you see, and yeah. With this Schulzer, I just wasn't greedy enough for skipping things or realizing how close to go mode I am. So I did I did a catfish and traversed TR and stuff, which took too long, and it was always like a little something. But yeah, I didn't expect to win this thing or whatever. Yeah, I wish you the best of luck for the rest of this tournament. Go win it all. And I had a lot of fun.
The fact that you made it here in Magno, like you're in top 4, right? Like, and the bracket or the groups were already really really stacked, right? And the fact that you made it here top 4 is actually really really something.
Yeah, thank you. I had a blast. It was.
I'm glad. I mean, I think that's like the primary point of having these, and playing rando and having these tournaments to have fun. But I'm glad to hear that you also enjoyed it.
Yeah,
I think
after
without
that comes proud.
I think with all the competition, sometimes we all forget that it's just a video game. We're supposed to have fun, right? So great to hear you had fun.
All right.
Well, I mean, sit back, relax. Maybe if you want to, commentate one of these matches, or or maybe you have other rando or game. I heard you picked up Ghost Trick. How's it? I hope you're having fun with there as well.
Yeah.
It's a very fun game.
I already beat the game.
Oh, you already beat it? Oh, did you like it?
Yeah, it was fun.
Okay. Oh, that's awesome. All right. Okay. Well, I mean, okay. Well, then go. You can pick up another game, or you can keep playing other forms of rando. There are other modes than Retrance, so certainly enjoy. But I think you're probably you can just watch certainly like watch the rest of the tournament as well. Telethar, good luck versus Schulzer tomorrow. Thursday.
Thank you. We'll find out if it's even relevant, but yeah.
Oh, good point. Okay, right. Dunka he's written stuff in chat. Okay.
I think it'll
May
be
not
relevant
pending
regardless.
tomorrow. Okay, right. Okay, yeah. So Walkie's playing Schulter tomorrow, and I guess if
No, so
there's too much.
the winner of that is definitely at 2-1. And the loser of if Scholzer loses that and he beats me, then we have a tiebreaker.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
But
Okay.
otherwise, if Scholzer wins that, then we're gonna play for no reason, or we wouldn't play at all. I guess probably.
Gotcha.
Because
So
we
then
would-
it would be you and Schultz are advancing to the finals if
Right,
Schultzer
if
wins
Schultzer-
tomorrow. Okay.
because it would be for seeding, but there is no seeding for the top two.
Mm-hmm. It's true. It's true. You
So
don't
that,
really
I
get
mean,
a
maybe
veto.
tomorrow's race or Thursday's race would just get converted into game 1 of the finals. I don't know.
Yeah, could be.
But
Could be.
we'll see what happens.
Okay. All right. Well then, yeah, as Duncan mentioned, it's going to be Walkis and Schultzer tomorrow. And it'll be 3 p.m. Eastern. No, I guess official ladder restream, but if someone wants to go pick it up or just watch the multi, should actually be quite an exciting match. Schultzer and Wallkicks, both former Crosskeys tournament champions. I think Schultzer won in 2020, one of those years, and then Wallkicks is the most recent one. So they know a thing or two about entrance, and of course Wallkicks is the defending champion of the Retrance Invitational. So yeah, it's gonna be a pretty good match.
Honestly, I hope Schultzer doesn't win both games, because if he did, I would be so sad losing this by only a few seconds.
Aww. I mean, I believe in Wallkicks. Wallkicks has, he has a pretty good record. So. Oh yeah. But apparently, Magno, you are going to also be racing Dunka tomorrow at 4 p.m. That's right. I remember. Good luck.
Yeah, thank you.
You'll get to start with boots.
Yeah. I didn't have early boots in any of those games. Like, was it Schultzer? I had boots 10 minutes before the end of the game. Okay, great.
That's why we can start with boots now in casual boots. I mean, well, I'll rest up. I mean, it's actually pretty late over there. It looks like in Germany. So yeah, but thank you guys so much for racing. Despite everything that's happened, it was actually a really exciting race. So thank you guys so much. Anything else? I guess before we kind of maybe wrap things up.
Just a big thank you to everyone involved. Thanks for commentating. Thanks, Tanka, for setting up this huge tournament, and also making it very interesting to join for people with the prizes, obviously. And thanks for the restream, whatever. GG, good luck, Telethar.
Yeah. GG's, dude. Thanks. And yep, Samus, thank you for everything. Commentators, Dunka, tournament, restream.
Yeah. No, thank you guys. Yeah. See you guys later. Yeah. And thank you so much, Dunka, for putting out this one. Thank you, Jem. Always a blast. Hopefully it wasn't too late for you.
No, all good. All good. I was happy to watch these two perform an awesome race. Thanks for being a great co-com as always.
Oh, definitely a lot of fun. Yeah. And so Wallcage versus Schultzer tomorrow, 3 p.m. Eastern. And then we'll end up seeing, in this case, if Telethar has to race Schultzer on Thursday. Until then, have a great rest of your day or evening. See ya.
Yeah.